not really a competent company when it comes to releasing episodes of their shows. So just diving on into things here, episode 18, that one is Return to Primeval's Eye. Basically some kind of weird stuff happens in this episode, I will say, just quickly going through this. The ninja get their new golden suits off screen for some reason. They already show up in the episode with them on. I don't remember anything in episode 17 with them having the golden suits, but I guess they have them off screen. Okay, they get them off screen, that's interesting. You'd think they would actually have some type of scene where they get them, but I guess not. They steal back the vehicles, of course, from the police. There's a scene with Lloyd and Harumi in Primeval's Eye, which is sure to upset Twitter. There's some touchy-feely stuff going on. Take my word for it, it's pretty interesting. The bounty shows up to rescue Lloyd, there's a quick battle in the forest, yada yada yada. You get the idea. Episode 19 is Catastrophe. Alright, so going on into Catastrophe, there's a scene at the beginning where they set up the Crystal Temple. It looks very similar to the Crystal Temple set, so that's good to see. Harumi and the Overlord have a bit of a chat. They start to invade Ninjago. The ninjas show up in their vehicles to try to defend some villagers. Yeah, pretty barren battle right here. Not too much going on. It's kind of like a big open field. Not the most exciting battle out there, but then again, I didn't actually watch the whole thing, so I guess we will wait and see. The episode ends with Lloyd and Wu traveling to a random apartment building, and they find Garmadon there in his little pajamas, and it's cool to see Garmadon back. He's back, and he looks awesome. Moving on to episode number 20. That one is entitled Christopher. That's going to be the Garmadon backstory episode. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention Lloyd gets his golden Oni costume off screen as well, so there's that. Not really sure what to make of that. Maybe I missed something, but from what I can tell, the ninja get their new costumes off screen. But anywho, they talk to Garmadon. Garmadon explains where he's been this whole time. I don't think the comic events are referenced directly, but I could be wrong about that. Again, there's no visual cues referencing the comics, but maybe the dialogue does. I have no idea just yet. But anyway, they talk to Garmadon. This episode is basically the Garmadon recap episode. At the very end of the episode, the Crystal, not the Crystal Council, but the Crystal Warriors, the Venetian Warriors invade Ninjago, and they destroy Garmadon's little plant. Garmadon goes crazy and starts attacking them in his new Oni form, and Wu's like, oh hey Lloyd, maybe that could be the key to defeating the Overlord. Ha ha ha. Moving on to episode number 21, this one is a lesson in anger. In this episode, Lloyd gets trained to unlock his Oni form. The battle still continues from last episode, and they're kind of just messing around with Lloyd, trying to get him to unlock his Oni side. Garmadon's trying to train him, basically minimal effort training there, I will say. The new ninja try to defend Ninjago City from the Venetian Warriors, get possessed, turned into zombies. We already saw that from a trailer, yada yada yada. And overall the ninja are like, alright, let's do this. Let's get to the battle, folks. Let's do it. Let's battle these Vengestone guys. And this is the start of the battle in Ninjago City. Next up, episode 22, Brave but Foolish. In this episode, the battle continues throughout Ninjago City. The real ninja show up in their new vehicles, start wrecking house. Everybody's really happy that they're there. Garmadon and Lloyd have a bit of a chat talking about what they want to do. Same deal with the Overlord and Harumi. You guys know how it goes there. There's a scene where the bounty rigs itself to the Crystal Temple. The Overlord's not too happy about that and deploys those little dragon flyer things. The dragons attack pretty much everything in sight. There's a battle with Wu and the Overlord on top of the Crystal Temple. That's pretty sick, actually, kind of like how that works out there. But anywho, the episode ends with the bounty getting wrecked and Nia being in peril. Next up is episode 23, Quitting Time. So basically in this episode, picking up from the last episode, the bounty kind of splits. Wu gets trapped or separated from the group or whatever, meets up with Antonia and Nelson. Nelson is in his new costume there. Nia actually goes down with the wreckage and the mechanic tries to destroy her, but Jay comes in and saves her. Good on Jay. That's awesome to see. Master Wu is still underground hanging out with the paper kids, I guess I'll call them, and Masako's there as well. They're talking about some stuff, probably the dragon forms, I have no idea. Then there's a battle towards the very end of the episode, and that's about it for this episode right here. Basically, Master Wu and the paper kids try to figure out how to save Ninjago. And finally, as of the time of recording this video, this is the last episode that we have, episode 24, which is called Return of the Ice Emperor. Interesting episode here, I will say. How the Ice Emperor comes back isn't how I expected. Basically, the ninja are recovering after their accident with the bounty last episode. Garmadon, Lloyd, and Hound Dog McBrog kind of have a conversation, not sure what's said there. Wu and Masako are still trying to figure out the dragon forms. Masako pulls out a handy-dandy little scroll talking about them even more. You know how Masako operates. And basically, the gimmick of this episode is, yeah, the Return of the Ice Emperor. Pixel finds Zane crashing his jet, and Zane is completely falling apart. His head falls off. He's basically in pieces. His little cloaking mechanism thing is malfunctioning, and that's where the Return of the Ice Emperor comes in, because he cloaks into his Ice Emperor form, and he's just a head. Pixel's carrying him around in a little backpack. Very, very funny there, actually. But yeah, I mean, that's how the Ice Emperor comes back.